There are 4 publishing methods in the BrightSign Player ecosystem: standalone, local file networking, simple file networking, and BSN.cloud. One of the easiest ways to get your player up and running is to set it up as a standalone device. The advantage to this setup is that it doesn't require a network connection, but this means that each time you want to publish new content, you will have to publish the presentation to an exFAT or FAT32 formatted microSD card and manually load the card onto the player. While this method is useful and convenient, if you have multiple players to manage, it can get cumbersome, especially if the players are installed behind screens with limited access. It's important to note that even standalone devices can be connected to BSN.cloud, where you can use the Network tab to make sure your device is working properly and control some key features of the player. The local file networking configuration is useful for smaller player networks, usually in one physical location where various presentations appear on separate screens. This configuration requires that both your computer and your players are on the same network, and you may need to add your player's IP address to publish presentations. This is also the default configuration for Control Cloud subscribers. Simple file networking requires an active internet connection to each of your players, access to your own web server, and some basic IT networking skills. With simple file networking, you publish BrightAuthor presentations to a folder hosted on a web server. Players that have been set up this way will periodically check the web accessible folder to see if there's new content available. This method is most useful for tech-savvy, cost-sensitive customers with larger deployments because you can publish content to a large number of players for free. If you set up a player using a BSN.cloud Content Cloud subscription during the previous tutorial, the player is set up to receive content updates via BSN.cloud by default. With this configuration, your content and presentations are hosted remotely via BSN.cloud, and you can publish to players from anywhere at any time. This is the most flexible and fully featured option for BrightSign customers and includes access to the cloud-based web UI. Now that you have a basic understanding of device-type player setup, you can keep the default option selected and skip to the tutorials on building and publishing presentations, or watch the following tutorial on how to update device types.